Welcome to the Chronicle of Contents, where every story unfolds a world of ideas, strategies, and secrets waiting to be explored.
Here, we dive deep into the art of creativity, unravel the mysteries of storytelling, and decode the strategies behind successful content creation. If you're ready to elevate your game and captivate the world with your craft, you're in the right place.
Kevin Mitnick wasn't just a hacker, he was a master of manipulation. With unmatched skill, he infiltrated some of the world's largest tech companies, but his greatest weapon wasn't his technical prowess. It was his deep understanding of human psychology. Kevin had a knack for exploiting trust, turning mundane interactions into keys that unlocked high-security systems. In his memoir, Ghost in the Wires, Kevin recounts how he'd casually stroll into a Target building, feigning an errand to drop off a letter. His real goal? To get a glimpse of staff ID badges. A quick scan, a forged replica via Photoshop, and he was ready for Phase 2. It didn't even have to look authentic, he wrote. 99% of the time, it barely got a glance. With his fake ID, he'd follow employees returning from smoke breaks, slipping through doors held open out of courtesy. Once inside, his partner would crawl into the network engineer's office, bypassing computer systems to install malware that enabled them to log keystrokes, steal passwords, and even activate webcams. One of Kevin's greatest scores was access to a company's servers holding millions of credit card numbers. "I could make purchases all day long, each time with a different card, and never run out of numbers," he recalled. Yet, he never spent a cent. For Kevin, it wasn't about financial gain. "The thrill was in knowing we had the power," he said. It was a game, a challenge, and a relentless obsession that began in his youth. At 12, Kevin discovered he could ride LA buses for free by punching discarded transfer tickets found in dumpsters. While his mother worked double shifts at delis, Kevin spent hours alone, performing magic tricks inspired by the father of a girl he liked. Magic wasn't just a hobby, it was a revelation. "The idea that people enjoyed being deceived shaped my life," he admitted. By high school, Kevin had moved on to manipulating telephone systems, pulling elaborate pranks with his friend Lewis, like hijacking a McDonald's drive-through speaker to deny service to police officers. But not all of Kevin's antics were harmless. At 17, he infiltrated Pacific Bell's critical systems, posing as an employee to gain access to manuals detailing their operations. His audacious confidence was enough to bypass security, but a betrayal by a friend's ex-girlfriend led to his first brush with the law, a 3-month stint in juvenile detention. Far from deterring him, it fueled his obsession with hacking. Kevin passed his GED and enrolled in a technical school, where he met his future wife, Bonnie. Yet even with Bonnie, he couldn't escape his compulsion, spending nearly every moment glued to his computer. Kevin's fixation soon turned to Digital Equipment Corporation, December, a leading tech company. His target, the coveted source code for their VMS operating system. Together with a friend, Lenny DeCicco, he successfully infiltrated DEX systems, but their partnership turned sour over a petty $150 bet. Kevin's retaliation? Posing as an IRS agent to harass Lenny at work. Lenny struck back by informing his employer of their hacking activities, leading to an FBI investigation and Kevin's arrest. Betrayed, Kevin watched as Lenny celebrated his downfall. Despite the legal consequences, Kevin's antics grew more daring, involving fake identities, covert operations, and cat-and-mouse games with law enforcement. But every heist came with a cost: relationships shattered, trust eroded, and an unrelenting pursuit by authorities that would force him to question how far his obsession could take him. The thrill of infiltrating major corporations was addictive for Kevin. First, he cracked Motorola. Next, he set his sights on Nokia. Posing as an engineer from Nokia USA, he contacted a Finnish office and, with minimal effort, had Tapio, an unsuspecting employee, transfer the source code for the Nokia 121 via FTP. Emboldened by the simplicity of his con, Kevin considered a bigger challenge: infiltrating Nokia's internal network. He deceived Nokia England's IT department into sharing login credentials, granting him full system access. To solidify his foothold, he created a new user account, but Kevin wasn't content with just this. His curiosity led him to a top-secret project, a cutting-edge digital phone known internally as the HD760. He manipulated the lead developer, Marku, into sharing the latest source code, only to be thwarted by Nokia's newly implemented security measures that blocked outbound file transfers. Not one to give up, Kevin persuaded Marku to send the source code via a physical tape drive to Nokia's Florida office, where his accomplice Lewis, posing as a senior executive, would retrieve it. The handoff was planned at a Ramada Inn near the Nokia office, but Kevin grew suspicious when a nervous receptionist at the hotel put him on hold. Sensing a trap, he called back pretending to be an FBI agent and confirmed his worst fear: the location was under heavy surveillance. Kevin knew it was time to vanish. He relocated to Seattle, crafting a new identity: Brian Merrill, stolen from the records of a deceased infant. He maintained his anonymity with extreme caution, but his notoriety was growing. The New York Times dubbed him cyberspace's most wanted, a moniker Kevin resented. Still, the FBI was struggling to track him, until they enlisted the help of Tsutomu Shimomura, a cybersecurity expert Kevin had enraged by hacking into his personal computer. Shimomura, fueled by a personal vendetta, teamed up with the FBI. Using advanced network monitoring tools, he began piecing together Kevin's digital footprints. Meanwhile, Kevin's relentless hacking led him to Motorola's compiler supplier. He conned an engineer into FTPing a vital file, unaware that the FBI was hot on his trail. Kevin's downfall began when a fax intended for his alias, Michael Stanfill, accidentally reached the real Michael, exposing the fraud. Simultaneously, a massive stash of stolen files Kevin had stored on the Well, a community forum, triggered alerts. Bruce Cobalt, a forum administrator, discovered the files and notified Shimomura. By analyzing Kevin's connection patterns, Shimomura tracked him to Raleigh, North Carolina. The final act unfolded like a Hollywood thriller. Shimomura and the FBI traced Kevin's cellular signal to a specific neighborhood. A midnight connection attempt gave Kevin away. After 3 years on the run, Kevin was arrested on February 15, 1995. As he faced his pursuer in court, Kevin nodded at Shimomura, acknowledging his skill. The aftermath of Kevin's arrest was as dramatic as his exploits. Dubbed a cyber supervillain, he spent 5 years in prison, isolated due to fears he could wreak havoc even from behind bars. Yet, Kevin's story didn't end there. After his release, he transformed into a cybersecurity icon, advising companies on safeguarding their systems. Kevin's journey, from a fugitive hacker to a revered security expert, was a testament to the duality of technology, its power to destroy and to protect. His legacy endures, not just in the field of cybersecurity but in the cautionary tales his life inspired. Speaking of protection, safeguarding your digital identity has never been more critical. In 2023 alone, Americans lost over $10 billion to fraud. That's why I'm excited to partner with Webroot Internet Security Complete, the ultimate solution for online security. Webroot helps protect you from hackers, spammers, and data brokers by removing your personal information from their databases. And unfortunately, data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, and anyone looking to exploit it. That's why I'm excited to be partnering with Webroot Internet Security Complete, the sponsor of today's video. Webroot is on a mission to safeguard you online. Webroot shows you which data brokers are selling your information and automatically submits opt-out requests for you. This doesn't just cut down on spam but protects you from hackers trying to access your social media, bank accounts, or other sensitive information. Beyond safeguarding your information from data brokers, Webroot includes a credit monitoring service where you can monitor your credit and get fraud alerts, as well as a password manager, antivirus protection, and a VPN, all without having to download several different apps. It's the best of everything at an affordable price. Webroot Internet Security Complete, antivirus software 2024 and beyond, 5-device, 1-year download for PC, Mac, Chromebook, Android and iOS plus password manager, performance optimizer and cloud backup. I'm Francis.
Thank you for joining us on this chapter of the Chronicle of Contents.
If you found value in today's story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe because the world of content creation is vast, and there's so much more to discover. What's your story?
Share it in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation alive.
Until next time, keep creating. Keep inspiring, and remember, every word, every frame, every idea, you hold the power to leave your mark.